Imagine a lake with clear water and unpolluted air. Imagine a website with real news and no hidden, unlabeled, sponsored articles masquerading as real news. That place exists, and it's called Be in Crypto, the first and only cryptocurrency news portal to provide complete transparency and honest news. Pure, relevant, informative. Are you in?
Welcome to the Theta Network. Earn T-Fuel crypto rewards simply by watching live streams and videos. As you watch and share with others, you're contributing to the decentralized Theta Network, all powered by Theta's native blockchain. Discover the future of video delivery at thetanetwork.org.
Bears and bulls are the two driving forces of the crypto market, depending on who buys and who sells. The bear, his superpower is to make money even when the market is down. Bear's strategy is selling short and provoking a supply increase. The bull, the whole bull's life is dealings for a rise. His main goal is a growing market. Bull is optimistic and pluckily beats first. The confrontation of bulls and bears lasts forever, and as its price depends on who leads the fight. X-Mode, choose this strategy and make profit.
Hello, everyone. This is our 5th anniversary summit, and I am with you again, Maxim Sokhonosik, the host of the Synopsis Summit, co-founder and COO of Colibri Group, Coindar, and of course, Synopsis. As always, Synopsis Events offers a complete immersion in a digital economy, decentralized finance, and NFT. During the summit, possible topics will be discussed as a DeFi, NFT, IVO and financial NFTs, the Metaverses, of course, play to earn, move to earn, and GameFi, Esports, cryptocurrency exchanges, TA and trading, crypto mining and staking, and some industrial regulation stuff as well. So the official partners of the broadcast is Theta TV. And on the Theta Drop platform, you can get an acquainted with several collections of exclusive NFTs dedicated to the summit and becomes their owners, actually. So the NFT data was developed by the joint efforts of the Colibri Group, Theta Labs, and Coindar team. So we continue use and develop one of the first Theta Pass implementation to access premium content for conference attendance via NFTs. So what does it mean, you ask? This means that every owner of NFT Synopsis can get a ticket of a special category called Theta Pass to unlock the premium features on a ticket, as well as access to premium content and other options in the future. So to do this, you just need to have an NFT on Theta Drop released by Synopsis and log into the Synopsis website in the appropriate section called Ticket Theta Pass. And actually, just now you can go and participate in some exclusive events only for NFT holders, like some drops with exchanges and other projects working with us. So yeah, just log in and try. The summit is hosted by international blockchain consulting company Colibri Group and the leading cryptocurrency calendar and market research service Coindar.org. I would like to take the opportunity to add that now you can follow the events on the crypto industry with Coindar.org in the new Opera crypto browser. Download and enjoy the extremely convenient features implemented in the Opera crypto browser. The co-organizer of Synopsis 5 are Being Crypto and Hala. Being Crypto is an unbiased blockchain media that follows the principles of the Trust Project and non-profit consortium of media organizations, building standards of transparency, accuracy, inclusion, and fairness. Hala is a sustainable and regulatory-friendly decentralized platform that solves the key issues of blockchain technology through the maximized speed, security, environmental friendliness, and scalability of the proof of ethic consensus. I want to thank our general sponsor, Hala, as well as the diamond sponsors who made a significant contribution to the organization of the event. These are the largest companies in the crypto industry: Algorand, ARPA, Veracity, and Prism NFT. Gold sponsors such as Envelope, Solve Protocol, Gather Network, Bella Protocol, NewPay Technologies, Fairdesk, and Vera Esports also made a no less significant contribution for us. So we also express special gratitude to our dear friends and partners who also made a huge contribution to the implementation of this event. These companies are Theta Network, Theta Drop, and Theta TV, of course, Blockchain, Binx, Sugarverse, Exma, Exib, Musai, Holidays, and Mui Network. So guys, here we go. The summit is opened by a resident of Synopsis, our longtime friend and partner, representing the dynamically developing company Wu Network. Wu Network creates accessible liquidity at a low cost and is actively expanding its product lines in the CeFi and DeFi areas, as well as offering cross-chain solutions. Wu Network is interesting for traders of any level. Right now, Wu Network is holding an interesting competition for the Synopsis closed club and encouraging participants with welcome bonuses. Go and check. Use the Theta Pass integration in the ticket section to join. Julia, you have the floor.
Hello, everyone. I'm Julia from Wu Network, and I'm very glad to be here again. Thanks for inviting us. Okay, so we're going through pretty hard market conditions right now, and I would like to start with a couple of words how Wu Network is approaching the current markets and what are we doing in the current situation. So first of all, for company that is building trading infrastructures like ours, it is very important to always build and always deliver. So we're very focused on the tech side of our products. And second of all, in our team, as well as in the team of our market makers, Kronos Research, there are a lot of people who are understanding the trading strategies and understanding the trading conditions. And we all know that with the market news come rapid price movements, which is volatility. And volatility gives traders big opportunities. So in terms of our revenue for the last couple of months, I would say that we're doing pretty fine. And this is visible throughout Wu token monthly buyback and burns, because half of Wu Network's revenue is contributed to the monthly buyback and burn program. All right, so I think I can start with an overview of what Wu Network is for people who don't know us yet. We define ourselves as deep liquidity pool or deep liquidity ecosystem. And our goal is to unite liquidity from CeFi, DeFi, and institutions, and build the liquidity with zero or very low fees. Because we are built by professional traders. They do understand the current pain points when trading on centralized exchange, decentralized exchange, different trading apps. And the biggest challenges for traders are fragmented liquidity, which leads to slippage and spreads in the order books, and high fees. So Wu Network's ultimate goal is to build a trading ecosystem that would improve these two biggest flaws. There are some updates for our company that came up within last several months, and one of the biggest is after closing our Series A, Binance Labs participated in our Series A Plus with their investment of $12 million. Moreover, Wu Network has been recognized as one of the most valuable builders on BNB chain, formerly known as BSC, as our DEX was initially built there. So we're trying to contribute as much as possible to Binance ecosystem right now. Well, basically, let's move to what Wu Network is building. So the first service that we have and how we initially started our company is providing liquidity for institutions, including centralized exchanges, DeFi apps, maybe wallets or trading platforms, and offering them to enhance their order books to minimize spreads and slippage instantly by plugging into our liquidity pool. So this is on B2B side. Now, the second and I would say the biggest product for us is facing all of you. This is our centralized exchange called WooX. This exchange is a bit different from what you're expecting to see when you hear a centralized exchange, because we built a number of widgets and trading tools that cater to professional traders, including scalpers. So our interface is fully customizable and it's just a bit different, worth trying. So UX is... Извините, я сбилась. We also try to make UX accessible from any country in the world. So we tend to be regulated. And we also added our first fiat on ramp last month. The last product is WooFi. WooFi is a decentralized exchange, which has everything that you want to see in a DeFi app, including swap, staking, and liquidity pools where you can earn yield. Okay, so let's look into what UX is. WEX operates under x.wu.org domain, and as I said, it's a centralized exchange. The unique feature of the exchange is there is a Wu token staking program, and Wu token staking unlocks zero fee trading for a lot of trading pairs, including spot and futures. Also, by staking Wu on our exchange, you earn daily rewards. You can participate in gamified challenges. You can have free withdrawals, and you also have voting power in Wu DAO. The last thing is trade to earn. We always hear that exchanges incentivize makers by giving them rebates. Now, instead, we want to incentivize takers. So we give a small portion of every market order on our exchange back in the form of Wu tokens. This is basically what WEX is. And now let's look at WuFi, which you can find at fi.wu.org. WuFi is a decentralized exchange. It was initially built on BNB chain and now is deployed into 3 chains, including Avalanche, BNB, and Phantom. It has a simple swap. It also has the Wu token staking, and the interesting thing about staking on WuFi is the staking rewards are coming not from the token supply, but from the fees generated by the swap. So we're not inflating our token by giving away rewards on this DEX. The last thing is WuFi Earn. This is, we call it, the last thing is WuFi Earn, a hustle-free yield finder. What it means is across these 3 different chains, Avalanche, BNB, and Phantom, we found the best yield pools, staking pools, lending pools, and united them within one page. So you don't need to go and look across different chains, different apps, different websites. You can find the best and the most secure pools in which you can participate and earn yield on fi.wu.org. Well, basically, all these products are united by the Wu token, and the main utility of Wu is to get some benefits and get rewards within our ecosystem. This includes daily staking rewards. This includes the trade to earn rebates, and this includes referral rewards as well. Also, Wu DAO, by holding a small portion of the Wu tokens, you can have voting power and define possibly where our company will be moving and which strategies utilizing. And the last thing that I mentioned before is 50% of our company's Wu Network's revenue is contributed to the monthly buyback and burns. They're all transparent and happening on chain. All right, so if you're interested or convinced, you can download and try out our trading app or follow Wu Network on Twitter not to miss any further updates. Thank you very much.
Thanks for an interesting speech. The topic of that, actually, sorry, I didn't mention it. It wasn't what is Wu Network, benefits and plans for the future. So in the meantime, we are looking forward to connecting our next speaker, the Synopsis Gold sponsor, by the way, Choi Huang from Plug Link Foundation, with the topic blockchain, the next gen layer 0 blockchain for cross-chain. Joey, I give you the floor.
Hi, everybody. This is Joey. I'm representing a layer 0 blockchain called the Plug Chain. And I'm the early investor and the incubator for Plug Chain. And of course, I'm the founder for one of the early investment fund for Plug Chain called the Plug Link Funds. And of course, I have another role. In Plug Chain, we have more than 40 different nodes, blockchain nodes around the world, and they actually hire me as the chairman, as the spokesperson for Plug Chain. And let me do a simple, brief introductions for Plug Chain. Plug Chain is started, we developed Plug Chain like nearly 2 years ago, and we launched it live blockchain last year, around August to September, and we listed in our first exchange called LBank, and now we're already in LBank, XT, and Hotbit, and of course, recently, last 2 weeks, we have been in Bitmart as well. So for those who are interested in us, please do remember to support us. And let me tell you a few reasons why you should support Plug Chain. Firstly, we choose a different category for blockchain. Plug Chain is a private chain that we are focusing on cross chains and Oracle network. And currently, we develop quite well. We have our EVM launch in end of April, and we started to have a lot of different projects coming in. So this is the second reason. And we have nearly 40 to 50 different projects, or we call it ecosystem inside our Plug Chain blockchain. We have in GameFi, we have in NFT, and we have in SocialFi as well. All the interesting industry and all the interesting category the world wanted to be, we have it all in Plug Chain. And of course, the reason why we can attract a lot of different projects trying to launch themselves in Plug Chain is because we have strong and enough fans and supporters around the world. Although we only have less than 30,000 address created in our Explorer, but before that, we have already achieved more than 100,000 fans in our centralized ecosystem. We have nearly 4 to 5 centralized system project in Asia, and especially in China, that we already achieved more than 100,000 users. And of course, in LBank alone, from the details and data that they give us, we have more than 70,000 holders for Plug Chain. And of course, from time to time, our our chief architect, develop the EVM smart contract, and at the last month, which is end of April, and we started to move forwards DAPP, decentralized apps. So for the depth part, we attract and we pull in a lot of different partners, and especially for GameFi and SocialFi. We have a project called the Planet World, where a lot of you guys can try to search in Twitters or Google's or Facebook is part of our project, the Planet World, and we have kingdoms and we have malls coming in, and we also have role play gaming called the Spirit Master. We have a very sexy and wonderful NFT game called the Puppy Girls. Yeah, it's kind of suitable for male players. It's kind of sexy, where we call it the Puppy Girls. And of course, beside for GameFi, we are also in the category of SocialFi as well. We have in instant messaging. We are currently already developed and launched in blockchain. We call it PAX and POC. And in the same times, we have Now4X, which is a little bit similar like Twitter. And we have MetaTalk, MetaTalk, METATOK, which is TikTok, blockchain TikTok, decentralized TikTok. Yeah, we are doing short videos and live broadcasting as well. And we also have SoFi, SOFI, which is the blockchain style for Tinder. Okay, and we have more and more different projects and ecology in our ecosystem. A lot of different partners is looking for us. Why? Because like what I'm saying, we have a lot of different users, and at the same time, we do achieve kind of good result for our price as well. We started launch blockchain in our bank. We started our price at 0.001, and we achieved at the highest peak of 310 times. Yeah, 310 times, and yet still we maintain at the bearish market currently at least around 100 times. We still fulfill and making sure all the investors and participants earn their money. The biggest reason is we have a lot of early investor, which from account, from number, from profit-wise, we already making more than 1,000 times of profit, but none of us is selling our blockchain. None of us is selling our blockchain because we believe in ourselves, not trying to convince the viewers or the listeners or the audience out there to believe in blockchain. We convince ourselves and we believe in ourselves that we're trying to develop blockchain as world top 10 public chain, as in like Tron, Bitcoins or Ethereums, and so and so. So for the past, at least we're going to say 10 months to 11 months, yeah, we managed to create a kind of result that attract a lot of different blockchain players, NFT players, and a lot of different companies, including gaming developed companies and artists, NFT artists to participate in us. So this is why I want to promote blockchain to everyone. And of course, the simple reason I'm here not to promote the projects and ecosystem inside blockchain. I'm here to promote, to let everybody understand the beauties of blockchain. Why am I focusing on all the different projects that we involve, that we incubate? Like, for example, like I mentioned, GameFi or NFTs or SocialFi. The biggest reason is for a public chain like us, a layer 0 blockchain like us, we are in a second stage of developing. We already making sure the stability, the capacity, the TPS for blockchain is good enough. And we have our EVM, which is the smart contract, launched and stable enough. And we are making sure that we have our swap and DEX launched already inside our ecosystem. And we are attracting more and more projects to launch in blockchain. It's because we wanted to our aims is to create more user in blockchain. As short, we are trying to create more address holder for blockchain. Currently, in our decentralized Explorer, we have more than, not more than, I'm sorry, we have less than 30,000 active address. So our aims is to create 1 million active address by end of this year. So yeah, it's a bearish market, of course. Everyone knows that. Bitcoin drops until like 30,000 currently, and Ethereum drops to like 2,000 currently. It's a bearish market, but do remember, it might sound risky, it might sound dangerous for investment world, but opportunities and money is hiding anywhere inside the risk. So we are aiming to develop 1 million active address by end of this year. During the bearish market, if we achieve 1 million of active address by end of this year, guess what is the price for blockchain going to be? Currently, our price is floating between 0.07 to 0.1. So, but yeah, we achieve 30 cents before US dollar, 0.31. So currently we are lowering down because of the bearish market, of course, and we are aiming to achieve 1 million. And we projected the price will go up to probably anything between $5 to $10. Because of we really participate and pay a lot of efforts by inviting a lot of different developers, project developers in blockchain. Like for example, let me give an example. For instance, like SocialFi projects. Binance, they are focusing on SocialFi for Web3. And of course, Elon Musk is keep on talking nonstop since last year about Web3. And the main category for Web3 is SocialFi. A lot of different project is aiming for SocialFi. And from my understanding, not much public chain launch their own SocialFi projects. Inside blockchain alone, we have more than 5 different SocialFi already launched. Last night, Beijing time, 12, we launched one of our SocialFi project called the SoFi, where for all the male out there, if you remember, there is one app that you won't let your wife and girlfriend knows, which is Tinder. You can have viewing, you can view a lot of different girls' photos in Tinder apps. Yes, we launched it already, and we call it SoFi, and it's available in Android markets. We launched it yesterday. Within a day, we achieved more than 5,000 registered users, and they love it because it's easy for people to play in SocialFi without writing any words, but viewing photos, viewing poster, viewing beautiful ladies, viewing handsome guys, viewing nice food. Yes, and this is part of SocialFi as well. And of course, I do really hope we can invite more people to invest in us, to join us, to hold blockchain, and you're gonna see something different. You're gonna see miracle by end of this year. Not by telling you we have a lot of investor coming in to making sure the price will go up sky high, but do it step by step, do it nice and nicely to making sure that we have a lot of different projects developed in blockchain and grow healthily. Where the growth, we have more address in blockchain. Where people comes in not because of blockchain, they comes in because of the GameFi, they comes in because of the SocialFi, they comes in because of the NFT. They need to use blockchain for gas. Do remember, for blockchain symbol is PLUGCN, PLUGCN, blockchain. You can search it in CoinGecko, CoinMarketCaps, even in Binance price indicator. You can search it in a lot of different channel. And of course, for those out there, because it might be my first time that we can know each other through a video. And if you're trying to know us more, do remember to check out our Twitter, and we have our Telegram as well, and Facebook as well, and YouTube, Mediums, and a lot of different social networking platforms. You can find it. You can look for us. Okay, Blockchain. Okay, and of course a little bit small story why we try to name it Blockchain. This is something quite interesting as well. The reason we named our public chain as Blockchain is because Plug, plug. What do you think about? What can you imagine in your brain, in your mind, in your head when you hear the word plug? It's very simple. Plug means a connector between a device to electricity. So just imagine this way. Blockchain is focusing on cross-chains and Oracle network. So yes, we are a bridge, a connector between two different public chains. And of course, in the same times, we are focusing on Oracle network as well. For those viewers out there, if you have no understanding about Oracle, you can check out Chainlink, which is a project in Ethereum as well. Chainlink, yes, Oracle network. Oracle network means a bridge, a connector for centralized world and decentralized world. So this is why we name it Plug. So do follow us, subscribe for us, and join our Telegrams. And do remember to join my Twitter as well, to follow my Twitter as well, because our official Telegram will publish more on the public chain news, and my own Twitter. You can check out in official Twitter for Blockchain as well. You can follow for my Twitter, because we all the founders, all the incubator and early investor, we have a lot of different news for all the ecosystem and project inside Blockchain. Okay, so that's all for today. And thanks for everybody, and thanks for your time. And do remember, buy Blockchain, hold Blockchain, and you're going to receive something special, and you're going to achieve something miracle by end of this year. Find us, buy us, hold us in LBank, XT, Hotbit, and Bitmart. And of course, there is more exchanges coming in. There is a lot of exchanges approaching us, and we are going for the top tier exchange as well by end of this year. So thank you for all the viewer and audience out there. Thank you very much.
Imagine a lake with clear water and unpolluted air. Imagine a website with real news and no hidden, unlabeled, sponsored articles masquerading as real news. That place exists, and it's called Be in Crypto, the first and only cryptocurrency news portal to provide complete transparency and honest news. Pure, relevant, informative. Are you in?
Welcome to the Theta Network. Earn T-Fuel crypto rewards simply by watching live streams and videos. As you watch and share with others, you're contributing to the decentralized Theta Network, all powered by Theta's native blockchain. Discover the future of video delivery at thetanetwork.org.
Yeah, thanks for such the informative presentation, Joy. And in the meantime, our next speaker from the GameFi segment is already connecting. Some of you already know her, by the way, the incredible Bozena Rezab, who will speak on building the arcade on blockchain. What is new at GAMEE? Bozena, you have the floor. Welcome.
Hi, everybody. Hello, Maxim. Hello, everyone at Synopsis. It's good to be here back. Thank you for inviting me again. I would love to give you an update on what everything happened at GAMEE and how we're building, how gamers are playing, and what is coming next. I will share a presentation so you can imagine some of the things I'm describing better. Ideal case scenario, of course, you go and play our games, but if you haven't, you'll be able to see what I'm specifically talking about. Maybe for those of you who hear about GAMEE for the first time, I should start with a little bit of an introduction of the company. So the company is called GAMEE, and we operate in mobile gaming. We focus on connecting people in play, gamers in play. We have been in mobile gaming business for 8 years, and we have gathered a mass gaming audience of 40 million registered players that play over 6 billion gameplays across our platforms. And 2 years ago, we have joined Animoca Brands as one of the portfolio companies. And this was the moment where we started looking into how can we take our gaming platform to another level, this time with blockchain and giving people property rights, ownership of the digital assets inside games that we're talking about, game currency, game characters, items in games. And our mission over the 8 years was always the same. It was to deliver engaging gaming experience to gamers, recognizing their skill, effort, and loyalty, and having them stay with us across portfolio of games, not only playing one and leave, but actually build a community around casual mobile games. And this is something that we have been focusing on, and we have achieved with our gaming platforms. Now we have better tools to achieve it, thanks to blockchain and play and earn experience. Now I would like to give you a little bit of an update on our blockchain-powered gaming platform, that's Arcade, where mobile gamers play a series of mobile games and they earn rewards. These are multiple games in one platform. There is gamification, there is a progress across on your profile. The interesting part of Arcade is that it's not only our games and our token, our NFTs that you can get your hands on, but Arcade actually supports partner tokens and has support for partner NFTs, and there are multiple game collaborations that we do with global brands. So the idea is really to build the Arcade of blockchain, where gamers, brands, Web3 projects meet. And this is the first phase of Arcade. It's doing really well. So it's one of the top decentralized applications on Polygon. It has a very strong engagement, 300 million gameplays monthly. We have activated now, it's almost 2 million wallets. Oftentimes these were the first wallet people had, and we are seeing more and more people entering blockchain space also through gaming. So this is one of the strong signals that proves that. I spoke a little bit about Arcade being the place where gamers, brands, and Web3 projects connect. How does that work specifically? So I'm excited to share the news with you that we're already supporting partner tokens. So not only our token appears in the Arcade app, but it's also partners that are able to sponsor prize pools in Arcade. For them, this is an exposure to the gaming community. And for gamers, this is a way how to earn rewards in different tokens and get to know different projects. The second step that is coming soon this summer is a support for NFT collections, which means that some of the tournaments and matches that are on Arcade will be available only if you own a specific NFT collection. So this is again bringing communities together, and Arcade being the destination where this happens. There are multiple games on Arcade. Some of the recent collaborations that we have done, I would like to share with you, was a game that we have done with Manchester City Football Club, This is one of the most popular games on arcade, and many big partnerships are coming up. So if you haven't played yet, this is the one I recommend you to try. You go to App Store or Google Play, you download Arcade, and this will be one of the games that is offered there. Now, the idea for Arcade is, of course, the product itself is a mobile application that's powered by blockchain, where the game currency is on chain, where the game characters are NFTs. But we're looking beyond that. We're looking into a situation where how does arcade look like in Metaverse, right? And if you think back about arcade houses, Arcade, the mobile application, is a virtual arcade house. And the experience is organized around hubs. Now, these hubs where people meet and play, these are NFTs, and we will offer those NFTs for the community to be able to purchase them, own them, which will enable them to run their own arcade, decide on prize pools, decide on games, and earn rewards. So this is our way how to bring arcade closer to the community. So the community also owns a piece of arcade and is able to participate on arcade success and bring it forward. Now, a little bit about GBots. GBots are GAMEE's NFT collection. These are not only collectibles, but these are game characters. There are 5,000 of them on the market. There is a first game live, and it's one of the games that is hosted in Arcade. What's super interesting about GBots is they have multiple statistics, multiple characteristics that you can upgrade in play. And we are launching a second and a third game. The next one you will be able to play during summer. And the roadmap goes, of course, beyond that. What is really exciting and we're looking forward to very much is launching of baby bots. So this is a way for us to reach beyond the 5,000 of Genesis collections. So people will be able to create new bots by breeding, and then evolve them from babies to adults by playing, upgrading, and evolution into an adult. Well, this is all part of the game. And this is all part of the game where the game character belongs to the player, and it's still being hosted within our arcade gaming platform. And I would like to invite you to check this out, because the big milestone is coming in summer, and the next one is coming right after, and that is a standalone PvP game. It was requested by our gamers and very much cheered on, as well as a release date for GBots. You can see on this image, this is the whole GBot family. And this is one game that we're especially excited about. It's still being incubated within Arcade, and we're learning a lot from having the first games, first players, the first Genesis collection out. And I'm very excited about its future, as it's looking really great. Now, all of the products as Arcade and GBots, everything is powered by GAMEE token. That is a token of purchase action and governance. It's listed on multiple exchanges. So that is an essential piece of the platform. There are multiple partnerships. Some of them are fairly new ones, like Manchester City. I've mentioned the game was launched this month, and many more are coming. So this is definitely a space to watch. Everything I've mentioned was not done by one person. There are 40 people that are based out of Prague, and there is our dear company, Animoca Brands, is a parent company, and helping and advising in many areas, as well as other advisors of ours. And if you would like to learn more, I invite you to check our gamee.com website, and there are multiple ways how to contact us or follow us on social media, and hopefully see you playing Arcade.
So the next speaker we expect is our close friend and partner, whose company I also represent in Eastern Europe, Jacky Choi, co-founder and CEO at Fairdesk, with the topic, the journey and future of Fairdesk. Jacky, welcome back to the summit and glad to see you.
Hi, this is Jacky Choi from Fairdesk. So Fairdesk is a professional trading platform launched in last year, and we have done a lot since the launch. So this is our journey for the platform. You can see from the screen that we launched at last September, and 3 months later, we have launched our new application called Fairdesk Go, which is quite smooth and consistent in both Android and the iOS platform. 2 months later, we launched the Fairdesk token, and everyone can see that, can have that and save that. So in this March, we have launched the saving functions for our clients. And also in April, we have launched the partner system for Korea and also for our KOL partners globally. In this May, we have launched the API and also swap functions for TRX, enable it for Tron and USDT. We will enable more currencies later on. And this is already June. We will launch spot trading very soon. We are still in the testing phase for this feature. And lastly, I think we will launch a social trading in this September, when the platform have launched for 1 year. So social trading is a feature that everyone is looking for. I think we will have special features for our clients to better manage the risk and also to better manage the assets. You will see that we are consistently creating new features, any new features, any new fixes, because we are working very, very hard. So I think in particular this year, the world has changed a lot, and it has never been stopped. And also the market, you can see that since our launch, the Bitcoin has hit 60K, and also then down to 40K and up to 50K, and then now down to 30K. And I mean, the market is also it's quite volatile at this moment. But our mission has never changed. Remember that our mission is to provide the better services for our clients and create values for our clients. So this is our core value. So firstly, we should and we always put clients first. This is something we have learned that from Morgan Stanley, which is also a very famous financial institution. So as a trading platform, we will do the same for all our clients. And also we will grow from with our clients and also partners globally. We have set up we have launched the partner system this April. And also we have, since then we already have launched more than 2,000 users from the partner systems. And of course, we never stop to innovate. So you can see from our journey that we have launched quite a lot of features, and also, I mean, we are consistently listening to our clients. So any feedbacks, like it usually the stories usually was usually like this. Some of our clients they find some minor issue about the platform, and he or she may find that we will fix it in several in 1 hour or 2 hours, and usually sometimes it happens only several minutes. And we are focusing on get working done. So usually for our team, the working hour is we are working over 10 hours per day, and we usually work like 6 days or 7 days a week. This is quite hard, I think, thanks to our core team, which is who are consistently delivering new features and also consistently improving the platform. I think the future is here with Fairdesk, because I mean we are growing from Morgan Stanley, and also we have a lot of experience from Binance. So what make Binance success will also make Fairdesk a success. I think the core value is the same. So you know that in Binance, when I was in Binance, so we never planned items in in 3 months. We usually only looking into issues, I mean, or minor issues, either it's minor issues or big issues or big for our or challenges for our clients, and we make quick decisions. We make quick decisions, and we plan solutions, and we make it happen for our clients, for the platform. So you can see, so that's why Fairdesk has been growing quite fast in the last few months since the launch. So the user base is we are already hitting like a 100K user client basis, and the client base is still growing quite fast. And also we will from the screen that you can see that we are planning quite a lot of features, but I mean we are working on like 1 or 2 core features, I mean, in one time, and we will make it happen for our clients. So we already have derivative trading, we already have saving products, we also have swaps, we will have spot, and also we will have like social trading quite soon. So what make Binance success will also make the Fairdesk a success. So we put, because I mean every time we think when we make decisions for the clients, and so when we talk with like our product managers, so my requirement for them, for he or she is like the product manager need to think from the client's view. So where it is necessary to add this button, or where it is necessary to add this view for them, or where we to create make it the trading, or make it the life easier for them, or make them or easy to benefit for them for the risk management. So that's the example. I mean, like we always think from the client's point of view. And also, I mean, we also looking to make our platform be more successful. We continue to promote our platform with partners. We focus on the partners globally. We are working with Colibri Group in Russia, and also we are working with Clickclear Group in Turkey, and also we are looking some we are working with partners in Korea as well. So they continue to promote our platform, and also we leverage community tools to let our users to access our Fairdesk. Like we have provided the API and also do the integration with famous open source projects like CCXT and also some other projects as well. I think for Fairdesk as a platform, we are continually working on to bring in more clients and to our platform to enjoy the core trading and also to better manage their risks. Risk is everything. I mean, we can see that we can see that when the market is quite volatile time, there's a lot of some of our clients may have issues, I mean, to manage the risk because they may have like a liquidation events. We were like even in Fairdesk, even liquidation happens, we won't liquidate everything. We just charge some fixed fees for the liquidations, not like Bybit or some other platforms. They just can make it a boom. I mean, so everyone, the traders lost everything. So even in worst cases for our clients, the clients want to lose everything for the assets. And also we will in our plan, we will launch the social tradings. So in the social trading, we will introduce a new mechanism to let the user to better manage the risks. So we will create like a multi-accounts for multi-sub-client accounts for the user to follow their traders. So they will have separated risk. So all the risk is isolated. I mean, between the clients, between the accounts. And besides that, we were also working on lots of new features for the platform. So the core point is like we will continue to add value, make the users to better manage the assets, to better manage the risks, and also to make a profit in Fairdesk. About the Fairdesk is the future, our future. We have a very solid team. We already have very professional teams for the development, and everyone can see that. And also we are building our marketing team. Our new marketing director is has a lot of experience in the crypto space, and I think crypto itself is quite important in the world like this. It is everyone is blocked in by the virus, and also there's some conflicts. I mean, between Russia and in the Europe area. So in this case, I mean the crypto assets will be more popular in the future. And also Fairdesk, because for the Fairdesk platform, we are doing cryptos, and we will like allow people, when we have spot trading, we will allow people to exchange one cryptocurrency to the other, and also we will like allow our user to use a stake function to just stake their assets to generate more cryptos, and also to let them to do so like a deposit in different platforms for the Fairdesk. So in going forward, I mean, for the platform itself, we will also acquire. We already have have MSB license from Canada and USA. We are already acquiring more license for the platform. So we already have like KYC for we already have KYCs for our users. So if anyone get KYC, we will issue $2 bonus, trading bonus for them. So just welcome to Fairdesk to do KYC and also to do trading in Fairdesk, and everyone will be welcomed here. And we will do fair. We will treat you fair and treat you wisely.
Imagine a lake with clear water and unpolluted air. Imagine a website with real news and no hidden, unlabeled, sponsored articles masquerading as real news. That place exists, and it's called Be in Crypto, the first and only cryptocurrency news portal to provide complete transparency and honest news. Pure, relevant, informative. Are you in?
It was some interesting information that Jacky told us about the possibilities and potentials of Fairdesk, and now we're waiting for the connection of several participants at once because it's time for our incredibly interesting panel discussion with representatives of prominent reputable companies. Perhaps now we can get an answer to one of the most anxious questions about when will crypto winter finally end? Yeah. And how to make money in a bear market. That's what we all are looking for at the moment, right? So, I mean, we're all struggling. So yeah, I guess it's going to be super useful for everyone to hear. And let me present you my colleague, moderator, and co-organizer of the Synopsis, the wonderful Alena Afanasieva, CEO of Being Crypto, as well as the guest speakers, Josie Tang, leader researcher at KuCoin Labs, Grace Chan, managing director at BitGet, Valdrin Tahiri, crypto analyst, and Dmitry Shevuchko, CEO at Beconomy.com. Meet our experts.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Synopsis, for introducing us and for inviting us to be part of your great event. Let me introduce myself first. I'm Alena Afanasieva, the founder of Being Crypto, one of the biggest crypto news media in the world. Also, there is crypto analyst from Being Crypto, Valdrin Tahiri. Valdrin, thank you for coming.
Hi, Alena. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, there is also managing director of BitGet, Gracie Chan. Gracie, thank you for coming and joining us.
Thank you. Nice meeting you all.
And Josie Tang, lead researcher at KuCoin Labs. Thank you, Josie, for coming and joining our discussion.
Thank you, Elena. Thank you for your warm introduction.
So today we're gonna touch upon a very interesting topic. I think everybody is thinking about it. Everybody is talking about it. Nobody has the right answer to it, but I think it's time to discuss it. So crypto winter, if it stays long with us, if it's a short time again, and is it possible to trade in this bearish market? I think all the participants right now have some thoughts about that, have a really great experience both in trading and the history of crypto winters. Every year since 2013, the cryptocurrency market has experienced many times the periods of depreciation of cryptocurrencies, which were called crypto winters. Of course, there are several reasons for this. There is government bans on the use of cryptocurrencies, exchange hacks, market manipulation, and boost of scam projects. Some external problems associated with financial crisis, pandemics, and geopolitics as well. However, each period of this bearish market is always followed by a longer and more active period of growth. And I'm sure this time is not an exception. The question is when. So we will try to discuss that this time. And at the beginning of our discussion, I would like to touch upon the main reasons that led to the fall of the market. Colleagues, what do you think? Waldron, do you have some review, like round-up summary of reasons that lead to the start of this crypto winter?
Hello. Well, yes. So first, let's look at some possibilities outside of crypto, which are potentially correlated. So first, it could be the very high inflation readings and the end of the ongoing stimulus packages. So it is possible that recipients spend their previous checks in crypto, and once the checks stopped coming and inflation readings were high, then it is possible that those investors started cashing out their cryptos, since riskier assets are obviously the first to go in times of economic crisis or strain. Second, it could be the entire conflict, Russia-Ukraine conflict, which has put a strain in the economy and in the supply chains around the world. And then finally, since the crypto markets are becoming more correlated with the technology and more traditional markets, so we had the NASDAQ index, which topped in November 2021, and then the S&P 500, which topped in January, and Bitcoin also had its all-time high in November. So it is possible that the crash in the more traditional markets preceded this entire crypto crash. Then into reasons which are more correlated with cryptocurrency. So it is possible and likely, in my opinion, that the entire fallout from the Terra Luna crash also further exacerbated these issues, especially since the Luna Guard Foundation emptied their entire stash of more than 80,000 Bitcoins between May 8th and 10th. And this also coincided with the sharpest drop in price since the 26,700 bottom, I think, was reached on May 12th. So that is only 2 days after Luna sold all their reserves. And finally, just moving into a technical analysis perspective. So Bitcoin had been increasing without a period of retracement since March 2020. So that's for roughly 620 days. And the cycles have been similar previously, since in 2015, the cycle lasted for 800 days, which is obviously slightly longer. And then in 2012-14, it lasted for 730-ish days. So yeah, in my opinion, it was probably a combination of some of these factors and probably others, which I don't come to mind right now.
Yeah, thank you, Waldron. It's a list of factors, actually. It's not a one. Gracie, Josie, do you agree? Do you want to add something else to something that mentioned Waldron right now?
Maybe I can add on something. Well, in majority of the factors that Waldron mentioned, I actually agree. But I do think UST collapse is more of a result rather than a cause in terms of this causal relationship, because the market is so volatile and US have this very tightening monetary policy. Money is rather less right now invested in the crypto market. So whenever it has a, we call it death spiral, right? But it's not like going down this way, it's more like jumping this way. So to me, it's more like a result rather than a cause. while Vedran also mentioned some internal reason, I agree that crypto has always had this 3.5 to 4 year bear bull market cycle, and now we're undoubtedly in a bear market. While my researcher, so it's like my opinion or our researcher's opinion, but it doesn't represent the company. But we think this cycle might end. I mean, the bear market might end at about quarter Q4 next year, Q4 in 2023. That's our opinion. While the external reasons, I think Vedran mentioned quite a lot. You mentioned quite a lot as well. But I think above all of them, again, the US monetary policy is the major reason. While the Russian-Ukraine conflict and the supply chain issue due to the epidemic are more like indirect factors. I think that they're not as important as the tightening monetary policy. Yeah, that's my piece of sharing.
Yeah, thank you, Gracie. Nice setting. Josie, do you want to add anything else?
Well, I totally agree about what you said before. So I prepare to give us your let's say the rough perspective. So about the crypto market, I guess probably there can be divided to short-term decline and long-term bearish market. So it's for the short-term decline usually caused by the overbought or over leverage, and actually it's a market self-corrections process. And in addition, some unexpected events such as the collapse of the UST or security incident can be treated as stepped crash in a short term. However, there always relevant short-term decline. But in terms of the long-term bearish market, it's a prolonged downturn period, mythical years crypto cycle, according the BTC historical trend. So it's a new higher roughly 1 year after each halving takes place, and then it will enter into a bearish market. Well, it's vast majority of the cryptocurrency persisted for many months during a new market current circle come. So probably in addition, I guess the microeconomic factors can also have the impact on the crypto industry, such as some, let's say, the global economic, marketplace, global or regional outbreak like COVID and monkeypox regulatory policies of the crypto. So I guess it's complicated and multi-factor usually, yeah.
Yeah, just to round up everything that was said in general, what happens right now in crypto market is the result of the downturn in the global economy. And there were several factors that lead to this downturn, and the decrease of the global GDP growth. Yeah, it was connected with pandemic, with long-term easy monetary policy from global central banks. Yeah, and the whole cryptocurrency market was overheated for sure, with all this easy money pumped into the cryptocurrency market. So right now, it's just like the ideal storm. Everything happened at the same time, and of course, I do agree with you, Gracie. Luna crash is just the first result of that, but there will be a number of cases like that in the nearest term as well. Yeah, thank you so much for the answers, and I think it gives the general overview what's going on right now. So it will help us to kind of predict or forecast what's gonna be next. So yeah, we discussed the reasons. So let's think about what we can do next. What is the solution? Is it worth investing in cryptocurrencies right now, or should we wait for a more favorable time? And if it's worth investing, then in what assets? Who would want to comment on that?
Okay, I just volunteer myself. Well, in terms of investment, I think in Chinese there's a character called 躺平, meaning lying down, lying flat. So now I think if you are an investor, it's probably a good time to strategically lying flat. But it doesn't mean you do nothing. If you are a value investor, it's always good to do some wealth management. For example, you can do fixed investment or great trading, and there's never going to be a perfect time to invest in crypto. And we don't know if the bear market could end soon or late. I did give an estimate, but nobody can estimate the market. So it's always a good idea to diversify your investment portfolio. And we at BGAT, we provide copy trading, which might be also a good starting point if someone is new to the game as an investor. Yeah, so the general idea is strategically lying down, but you can do some wealth management.
Sitting on the fence and watching.
Stay tuning.
Yeah. Waldron, what do you think?
Well, so I would like to touch on the point. So if yes, in what assets? So I think it's just worth mentioning that historically, so after a prolonged sharp downtrend, while there have been some altcoins which obviously just pumped immediately right afterwards, historically the Bitcoin dominance rate usually increases. So usually if you consider like Bitcoin on one side and the rest of the market on the other side, usually Bitcoin recovers faster. So a lot of altcoins lag behind. So in this period, if let's say that you're an investor that has decided to dollar cost average down, basically Bitcoin usually has been a better asset to do that until eventually then Bitcoin settles down and the money flows into other altcoins. But I believe this is because so relative to the rest of the cryptocurrency market, Bitcoin is correctly considered a less risky asset since it is less volatile. Then usually in periods of downtrends, Bitcoin has a better recovery rate and usually produces better results than the majority of altcoins.
Mm-hmm. We're talking from the point of view of investments, but if you are a short-term trader, are there any techniques of trading during the bearish market? Betting on the downside?
Well, yes, of course. So if you're a short-term trader, you can always use futures and short the market. So I don't know, I guess shorting bounces with obviously stop losses so you don't get squeezed out on a short squeeze, and likely trading liquid assets just because you really don't want to get caught on a short squeeze. And obviously checking the long to short ratio, because if one of them, so in the case of a downtrend, if shorts heavily outnumber the longs, and especially in an illiquid asset, then this really opens the door for a potential short squeeze, which occurs a lot of the time in crypto. Or always you can do options trading in case you have an exchange or platform that allows you to do that. So basically you can either pick puts or just trade volatility by using a combination of puts and calls.
Mm-hmm. Interesting opinion. Yeah, so in general, it could be like the set of different strategies. You either pick up something very cheap for long-term investment or stay a speculator in the short-term period and just choosing something to short, but with a proper assessment and with take profits and stop losses.
Yes, yeah. It's a great summary.
Thank you. Josie, do you want to add something, or we can move to another question we wanted to discuss?
Yeah, because I guess this is a little bit tricky questions. Yeah, first of all, I guess everyone has their own investment series or the strategy, or let's say the investment portfolio. And for my opinion, I can't be taken as an investment advice, but as a firm Bitcoin holder, so it makes sense to me to record the value of my level on the Bitcoin blockchain than to the record it to the fact currency. But well, the vast majority of crypto assets are falling down in the bearish market. So the domination of the Bitcoin and the Ethereum is raising. It's I guess it's indicated the liquidity is flowing from the altcoin to the main street current assets. So therefore, the investing in BTC or ETH, it's in the bearish market, it's a better choice to control the risk and gain the stable profile for at least for the new investors who are new in this industrial or prefer low risk. So in addition, with the booming of the, let's say, the Metaverse or Web3, investors should keep eyes on the potential project in those two sections, I guess. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for the opinion. So let's move on to some controversial topics. We already mentioned the Luna project and the stablecoin UST. So I can say that it could be called the main breakthrough and at the same time the main disappointment of the year. So what do you think? This situation has shown that algorithmic stable coins that we used to trust are not as safe and secure as we thought. And what is your opinion? How has the attitude of the community and maybe regulators and investors towards stablecoin changed, or will it change? Grace, do you want to be first?
Yeah, okay, sure. I think what's obvious is that UST collapse gave the regulators a perfect excuse to increase regulation in our industry right now. And also on the other side, for the community and investors, especially those who are new to the game, who don't really know much about specific differences between different stable coins, they might find this whole asset class rather untrustworthy. However, we have to know that stablecoin has different kinds. Like there are centralized, fully pledged coins, or at least they claim so. They claim that they are fully pledged coins like USDT and USDC. On the other hand, we have decentralized, fully pledged coins, and also centralized, not fully pledged stable coins. So there are different asset classes, and we have to firstly distinguish them and know that algorithmic stablecoin is a specific asset class. And well, the other day I sent a tweet in early June sharing a little bit of statistics that actually stablecoin supply dropped by 16% in May, down to 160 billion from 190 billion USD. While this is the largest drop of stablecoin in the history. So it actually shows that the community, some of the community members are losing faith. But on the other side, or at least on the bright side, given such a big collapse in UST, actually other centralized fully pledged coin, like I mentioned earlier, like USDT, USDC, they're still pegged to USD now. I personally still have faith in stablecoin. I think if all the stablecoins collapse, the whole industry probably collapsed already. But I think it's important for the community and investors to know more, to always learn more about this specific asset class.
Yeah, to understand the risks and
yes,
between the different forms, different categories of stable coins. Like for example, during the collapse, USDT was a little bit down, but DAI was growing. So yeah,
at least it's still pegged to USD.
Yeah, absolutely. Woljan, do you want to add on that? What's your personal opinion? Have it changed after this Luna crash? Have you started to be more like cautious, stay on the safe side?
Well, no, luckily I wasn't affected by it, but I mean, I wasn't around in the whole Mt. Gox crash in 2013, if I'm correct, but I think this was probably the biggest crash since then of something related to cryptocurrencies. So yes, I agree with Grace. I totally see how someone who is new to cryptocurrencies will immediately, let's say, get frightened or just completely lose their trust in cryptos. But I don't know. I mean, these things happen, in my opinion. It's still a very new market. Obviously, it's not regulated, and apparently Luna's Terra structure and the structure of the entire relationship between Luna and USD made it possible to make such an attack that eventually even the foundation could not defend the peg. But no, I don't think this is the death of stablecoins. To the contrary, it could potentially just foster innovation, so people will come up with more creative ideas. So I'm not sure about algorithmic stablecoins. So maybe the stablecoins that will survive are those that are backed by collateral, or maybe a different type of algorithmic stablecoin will eventually take over. But yeah, I mean, it's a black mark, I guess, in the cryptocurrency industry, but I don't know, I don't think it's something that the market cannot recover from, obviously, nor stablecoins.
Yeah, it's the lesson to be learned, right? But the market is going to be more mature after that. We saw ICOs bubble, we saw
DeFi.
NFTs boom.
Yeah, NFTs.
It's already decreasing, but it's still trending. So with algorithmic stable coins, it could be the same. So every time we learn some lessons and become more mature. Dmitry joined us. Dmitry, happy to see you. Let me say a couple of words about Dmitry. Dmitry Sheluchko is the CEO of the Economy Crypto Exchange. We have discussed already a couple of questions regarding crypto winter. So I think it's the right time for you to join to share your opinion about the alternative assets during this crypto winter. Do you think there are some that will stay stable even despite all the cryptocurrencies are going down? Maybe Metaverse, maybe NFTs. What do you think?
Yeah, hello again, guys. Glad to see you today. Thank you for inviting. Yeah, this is a good topic. And first of all, I want to say I don't like the term as a crypto winter because like psychologically, it means what we waiting for something for years, and it will be very painful for all of us and for the whole market. But as I see right now, it's just organic and classic cleaning on the market, and it was always happened before. When we have some huge movement of Bitcoin, for example, or huge whole crypto market movement based on kind of speculative things, mostly without any basic things, without any fundamental achievements in blockchain and crypto space. We have the situation, we can call it bubble. It's fine because bubbles also in all financial system and the monetary system also. So when this bubble becoming too big, we can see the situation of a market like classic correction, I can say, because I have a huge background on in trading of stock markets in New York Stock Exchange. So I'm totally understanding the situation and understand the psychological movement of a crowd of people and traders. So what I can see right now, it's like organic correction on the market, and I don't want to call it crypto winter. So crypto winter mostly like valuable and favorite term for like hodlers of a crypto, not for the traders. So for now, it's a classic and organic thing, what's happening on the market. And
what is the solution?
Yeah, the solution, what the market will find, it's always the fundamental thing based on technology, based on new movement, and based on new products on the market. So Metaverse right now, we see it's holding the whole market and helps not to fall too much for it. Like last time, it was same situation with DeFi or GameFi things, where it was like huge fundamental products what handled all market and have this market to grow and hold on current positions. So Metaverse right now is, and Metaverse I can say, and NFTs right now is the two basic products what hold in market on the current positions, and we will not gonna like way saving current market and holding it too much to make to put the prices on current levels and not decrease more. And another big things what happening, for example, Ethereum Ropsten update, another huge things what happening with big products, they all also will help market to stabilize on the current levels. And until we will have a bunch of fundamental products and things, what will help the whole market organically grow, not like speculative and bubble typed pumped, we will see new levels of the market definitely.
It's interesting. It's a kind of opposite opinion of something that we discussed before. So it's great that we will have such a diverse number of opinions. And the question then we already discussed, for example, Gracie mentioned that they expect that the bearish trend in the cryptocurrency market will stay here at least till the end of the next year, till the fourth quarter. So you feel like something is going to be changed very soon and the market at least will stabilize. So let's just share our opinions. How long will the current bearish market stay here? And when do you think we will be able to see Bitcoin at 100K? And will we in general? Dmitry, do you want to say about that?
Yeah, sure.
Forecast?
Yeah, regarding the timing, of course, we have different phases of market. Right now, it's a summertime, and it's always a classic situation on stock markets, and crypto is the same. Right now, it's vacation time and time of a pause of major business activity by the whales, by the funds, because everybody just want to rest and chill, get some summer chill. So we can't expect something, some big and huge movement. So I think during all summertime, Bitcoin will be around 30,000. And if we will not see any huge negative things, maybe next Chinese hard ban of crypto, I think it will be on the same level of a price. And in autumn, we can expect something interesting, because as we can see right now, anyway, crypto and blockchain moving much further in adoption, and much more companies, like not long time ago, JP Morgan said what way looking for Bitcoin as a second priority valuable thing where we want to invest and recommend to their customers. So with this type of things, it's actually enough to grow for the Bitcoin, and mass crowd will understand these valuable things in the autumn, because mostly like being crypto and the major crypto medias, they always help for the market to grow, because they can provide good and updated news about crypto adoption, and this always help for Bitcoin to grow. So I'm not expecting Bitcoin for 100,000 this year, because from autumn till winter, it's actually short time, and it must be maybe huge adoption kind, maybe like maybe the president of USA will say we will adopt Bitcoin on whole USA territory. So kind of these things can push Bitcoin to 100K.
Some fundamentals.
Yeah. So we can see good things from Tesla. We accept different cryptos and we like to play with it. But we need like 10 companies of this size, this kind of size, to accept crypto. So we will also can see where 100,000 price level. So in my opinion, it's possibly will happen at next spring of at next spring, like at 2023. So this is when market phase will be enough ready, and it will be enough ready timing to prepare, because you see all huge movements always supported by new products, new movements in crypto. So after Metaverse and NFT, we also need to expect something new on the crypto market, maybe new kind of DeFi products, new yield products, new insurance products based on crypto and blockchain. So this is must be, and with this, we can see the next huge movement of crypto.
Thank you for the opinion. Racy, do you want to say a couple of words on that, because it's contradictory to everything that you mentioned before?
It's actually terrifying. I mean, it's great to have some different opinions, but back to your question, whether Bitcoin will reach 100K this year, and will we see that day in the future? Maybe you have probably heard of this guy called Tim Draper. He's a famous VC in Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
I met him a few times, and and he was actually one of the people that introduced me to cryptocurrency back in 2016. So he has a very famous prediction that he thinks that Bitcoin will reach 250 this year, and he said that back in 2017. 5 years later now, and I think he just did an interview a few months earlier that he still agree with that. I think that's quite extreme, that we have a lot of opinions in the market. I liked him, but I don't really think it will happen this year. And back to your question, I think Bitcoin, Bitcoin reach 100K USD. Well, let's do a simple calculation. If we look at the entire market cap of Bitcoin, it would be 100K times 21 million. That's 2.1 trillion USD, if that reaches 100K, right? So it's actually similar to the market cap of Apple now. Well, let's think, well, is the financial autonomy that Bitcoin gives us about this wealth services, is it comparable to Apple bringing us the mobile internet? I think it is. So that's why I think Bitcoin can reach 100K one day, but not this year. Yeah, that's basically my opinion.
Yeah, thank you, Gracie. Waldron, what is your technical view on that?
Well, yeah, I think it will eventually reach 100,000, just because, I mean, yeah, it has a supply cap, 21 million. So eventually, as we gain more and more adoption and money flows into cryptos, due to like basic supply and demand and scarcity, it will reach 100,000. But no, I don't think it probably reaches it this year, just because right now it has too much ground to make up, and assuming that a lot of investors who either bought the 60K top or have been buying the dip at, I know, 50, 40, 30, whatever, will, and suffered the crash, will be probably looking to get out or break even on bounces. So there will probably be some sort of selling pressure on each relief rally. So yeah, I think it would be hard this year, unless we get a catalyst like Dimitri said, because like there is usually some sort of some sort of, let's say, emerging subsector of the industry. So in 2017 we had ICOs, and then we had DeFi, and now we have NFTs, which have all brought in new money to the cryptocurrency industry. So yeah, we would need some sort of catalyst, and I think the timeline is too short for it to reach it this year.
Okay, thank you for opinion. Yeah, I think all of us agree that it's not this year. Josie, what do you think? What is your forecast on that? When?
Well, I probably will say probably in the middle of the next year, because as one of the most popular, the perfect asset to hedging against inflation, the BTC will continue to break through and climb. But as for 2022, this year, so which is almost halfway through now, yeah, the marketing is not only facing its own development or the optimizations in this year, but also affected by the COVID war, the global economic and the political. So this negative effect, I don't know, probably are likely to slow down the industrial breakthrough this process. So, but they are also the best, let's say, the touchstones for the industrial. So I believe whether we will see the BTC without so the 100,000 USD. So at probably the next year of the middle, yeah, the currency market led by the BTC. So definitely user in the down into the next stage. Yeah.
Thank you for the opinion. Yeah, this is interesting. Let me round up somehow everything what we said today. So the main reason, one of the main reasons of what's happening in the market is the global economy slowdown and overheat in cryptocurrency market. But at the same time, we didn't have general common opinion on what's going to be next. Some analysts think that it's going to be here, the bearish market going to be here till the end of the next year. Some predict that the market is already stabilizing and we're going to see the recovery soon, especially with the support of some fundamental factors and increase in mass adoption. And in general, we do believe that 100K for Bitcoin is possible, but the timing, it depends on lots of factors. But there is strong possibility of seeing 100K next year. So looks like we are all set for some positive developments in future. And thank you so much for joining this panel discussion. I think it's really great that we had different opinions on what's going on right now. And we know, at least we feel we know what's gonna be next. Thank you, and see you on the next panel. Have a great day.
Thanks for inviting us.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Yeah, thank you and goodbye.
Imagine a lake with clear water and unpolluted air. Imagine a website with real news and no hidden, unlabeled, sponsored articles masquerading as real news. That place exists, and it's called Be in Crypto, the first and only cryptocurrency news portal to provide complete transparency and honest news. Pure, relevant, informative. Are you in?
Welcome to the Theta Network. Earn T-Fuel crypto rewards simply by watching live streams and videos. As you watch and share with others, you're contributing to the decentralized Theta Network, all powered by Theta's native blockchain. Discover the future of video delivery at thetanetwork.org.
and I represent the Envelope project. Many things have already been invented in the blockchain today. Tokens, smart contracts, platforms for creating your own coins, NFTs, exchanges for buying, selling, and exchanging all these blockchain resources. Envelope is another step in the development of crypto technologies, the protocol that works with NFT and cryptocurrencies. The idea is simple but disruptive. Let's assume you have an NFT, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Using the Envelope protocol, you can wrap the original NFT accompanied with several tokens. Technically, you get a similar NFT, but what is the breakthrough here? Once wrapped, the token has a number of additional features that were not available before. The minimal cost appears. It is provided with coins wrapped together with NFT. An asset wrapped with Envelope has a number of properties that allow the original author to receive royalties from the resale of that asset. Various rules can be applied to the wrapped token. For example, a lock period for unwrapping. It secures the asset till the determined moment or safeguards it from speculation during the hype period. At the same time, wrapped tokens can be transferred and traded. These are just some of the scenarios for using Envelope. NFTs become more popular, and the tools provided by Envelope expand the opportunities of NFTs utilization. Envelope. Make your NFT valuable. Just practical, no hype.
Thanks to Josie, Grace, Waldron, Dmitry, and of course the lovely Alena Afanasieva for being able to join such a heated discussion. So we wanted to discuss even more important issues, of course, but the airtime limit is limited. So we saved the remaining questions for the next time. The next speaker and resident of Synopsis is already connecting, and I'm pleased to introduce you to Jed Albert with the topic DEXA Messenger, revolutionizing the social media and blockchain industry. Jed, you have the floor.
Good day, Maxime. Thank you very much for having us again here at the Synopsis Summit event. We really appreciate that you guys have chosen us again to be invited back to speak about our initiatives and what it is that we're trying to achieve to be a global household name. First, I want to say hello to everybody who is attending this event. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. My name is Jed. I'm the Media and Communications Manager here at DEXA Coin. So for today, I just want to talk about where we are at in terms of our goals, in terms of our achievements, and what we want to achieve in the future, and what we've been doing since 2022. Of course, we all know that the name of the company is DEXA Coin. We are located here or based here in the UAE. Specifically, our office is in Dubai. And what we are as a company is that we have created a native utility token, which is the name itself, DEXA Coin. As a utility token, the basic information of it is that we are under the Ethereum network or ERC20 token. And at the same time, we are listed in CoinMarketCap. Our information is also available on Etherscan and CoinGecko. So if you want to do a little bit of research about our coins, our native utility token, feel free to absolutely check it out. And then at the same time, we have our website, dexacoin.net. So to talk more in-depth details about our project, we as a company have created a product, which is DEXA Messenger. Now, DEXA Messenger is very similar to existing platforms, such as the ones that you may or may not be using, such as Telegram, WhatsApp, and Signal. And our main goal is to compete with these top key players in the social messaging industry. None of these existings, maybe some of them focus so much on privacy or security, but what we aim to achieve is to be the first ever social messaging platform that focuses and highlights on privacy and security. And then at the same time, by infusing blockchain technology into its core system, will allow our users to make digital transactions, which are of course crypto payments, both internally and externally, and all around crypto transactions. So having said that, because we have infused the power of blockchain technology into our system, what we aim to do is to revolutionize the industries of social media, and then at the same time, the blockchain industry. Currently, our native token, DEXA coin, is listed in Bittrex, in Liquid. We are also in Probit, in Vindax, DexTrade, and in Coin Tiger. So you can purchase DEXA at these platforms. And so I have mentioned to you that we wanted to compete with the top or the best of the best players in the social messaging industry. How do we do that? Aside from infusing the power of blockchain technology, we would also be allowing the millennials, and then at the same time, the technologically advanced people to be engaged in our platform by incorporating a lot of features that they can use, that they can take advantage of, and then at the same time, enjoy while learning the crypto space. So basically, to sum it all up, what we're trying to do is to unite the worlds of an everyday person to be engaged more in the crypto space by allowing them to make free and instant crypto payments. That's right. We want to be the first social messaging platform that will be infusing blockchain technology to allow users to make free and instant crypto payments. And this happens while staying connected socially, of course, via in-chat payments. So picture this. It's like you and I are talking to each other via the social messaging platform, of course. And then at the same time, if I needed to send you a crypto assets directly through in-chat, I'll be able to do that. And again, it would be free and instant. That's correct. There is no fees, no gas or network fees will be incurred by the users. All you have to do is to be connected or to be in contact with each other. And then that's it. You can make these crypto transactions absolutely free and instant on our platform, DEXA Messenger. Now, I wanted to talk more about how we want to offer a hassle-free and a convenient way to make these things happen. Of course, stay connected socially and then at the same time make crypto transactions is something that we want to offer on a much more easier and hassle-free and a more convenient way. And how do we do that? Instead of you using a different platform to stay socially connected, we would actually allow you to make use of your crypto transactions in a one-stop platform rather than going to a different platform or an exchange to buy, to keep, or store, withdraw, or sell your crypto assets. All of these things will be happening in a one-stop platform, which is the DEXA Messenger. And what really makes us proud as a team is that we actually allow people to make use of their crypto transactions. And how do I say that it's actually something that we're proud of? It's because it is a known fact to everyone in the space that crypto adoption is massive. It's happening everywhere. And it's amazing to see. Now you see, because of the overwhelming support and encouragement or transactions that are happening in the crypto space, it means that there would be high or surging gas and network fees. Now, why we are proud of it is because we offer these crypto transactions, again, free and instantly. And I'm sorry, but that's something I'm never going to get tired of saying because it's absolutely spectacular. It is life-changing. And of course, game changer in both the social messaging industry and in the blockchain sector. Now, having said that, because of the massive adoption of blockchain or crypto in basically worldwide, having said that, it makes sense for us to be making progress with our initiatives to release our platform that would allow these people to socially connect and then make crypto transactions. I don't know if you're familiar with one of the largest airline industry. I'll take that as an example. Basically, Emirates Airlines have recently launched or announced that they will be accepting Bitcoin or cryptocurrency in general as a form of payment. And that alone speaks a lot of volume. That means that we're venturing and taking the right path into making DEXA Messenger as a medium of crypto transactions, and not just a simple peer-to-peer payment, in-chat payment, or external payment. I'm talking about everyday transactions of an everyday person and the people from the crypto community. So at the same time, in our platform, because we have infused the power of blockchain technology, we have other features that would be as exciting as the free and instant crypto payments. Let's talk about one of the features that we want to highlight to everyone. We want to be the first to create a social messaging platform that would allow people to go live streaming and allow their streamers to receive crypto. That is correct. One of the future integrations in the platform would be called Go Live. It literally allows you to go live streaming, and then if people like your content, people would actually tip you with crypto. Isn't that amazing, Maxime? It's amazing. All right, so I've already talked about the peer-to-peer payments, which is absolutely one of the highlights or one of the main functionality of our platform. We have other functionalities such as status stories, and to highlight more in terms of our focus on privacy and security, we have added security features such as biometrics integration and added security with KYC verification for you to be able to access your wallet to make these crypto transactions. Now, another thing that we would like to infuse or to integrate in our platform in the future would be Metaverse adoption. We all know that it's massive adoption in terms of Metaverse. So that's something that we will also incorporate in our platform. So the concept of it is basically in a setting like this, like it could be a meeting, it could be a general meeting or a meetup. So instead of you just having a regular day typing, instead of looking at the words, thinking about your words, why don't you involve yourself venturing into the Metaverse, wherein you can choose your setting. You could be at the beach, you could be at a conference room or at a stage, literally wherever you want the meeting to happen. That's something that you can do in our platform. And at the same time, you can choose your avatar. So imagine the limitless possibilities that you can do at the Metaverse while staying connected with your family and your friends. It gives you or allows you to experience a new level of communicating. And that is why DEXA Messenger is reshaping the social messaging industry, not only the crypto industry at the same time. I also would like to, highlight how we are bringing both worlds of the everyday person and the crypto community using this platform, wherein they can meet at the Metaverse and then at the same time, do a lot of transactions. It could be general meeting or it could be business, really. So that's what we're trying to achieve. So we actually have had hurdles. Those are not major ones, but the setbacks and, also including the market sentiments nowadays is a little bit of a struggle, but really the team is very dedicated. We have a passion to pursue and make our dream a reality. And we just really cannot say thank you enough for the overwhelming support and gratitude to the, we call them our DEXA family or the DEXA fam, the DEXA army, the DEXarians, everyone who's behind us, supporting us, cheering us silently or very vocally. I just want to say thank you for allowing us to push ourselves to the limit. And we just want to promise something to you that the product is absolutely spectacular and it will be changing a lot of lives. So we have already improved in terms of the technicalities, the features, even the design of DEXA Messenger is something that we actually want everyone to experience as a way for you to understand and to really acknowledge that our product is something that's going to be a global household name one day. So thank you, Maxime. Thank you to the entire Synopsis team and to whoever is watching today. I really wish that you have a wonderful day. Please follow us on our social media accounts, DEXA Coin. If you want to know more, a little bit about us, you can definitely check our website. Or if you have any questions, feel free to join our official Telegram channel, wherein we have 15,000 strong members who are here to support and sometimes criticize, but push us to do best, to do our best, be our best, to deliver the best. That is DEXA Messenger. Thank you. Have an amazing day.
Imagine a lake with clear water and unpolluted air. Imagine a website with real news and no hidden, unlabeled, sponsored articles masquerading as real news. That place exists, and it's called Be in Crypto, the first and only cryptocurrency news portal to provide complete transparency and honest news. Pure, relevant, informative. Are you in?
The next speaker is Stanislav Stolberg, with the topic of the speech, Ideal Platforms and Scaleswap, non-typical example. You have the floor, Stanislav.
So, hey guys, hey Max, very glad to be here at Synopsis. Thank you for inviting me, having me here. And I'm happy to introduce myself and my project. My name is Stan Stolberg. I am co-founder and CTO of IVO Launchpad Scaleswap. We call this launchpad the fairest launchpad on the market, and I will explain later why. My background, personal background, is science. I'm a physicist by background, but had an experience working in corporates in different management, IT management positions before I joined the wonderful world of Web3 in 2017. And I was also in this first crypto crash, so experienced every kind of movement in the market. And we have now a bit similar situation like 2017. And because I have seen this already one time, I can just encourage you not to panic and to keep staying with Web3. So maybe it's good time to show my project. I will share my screen. So I hope you can see the screen. Yeah. So let me elaborate about Scaleswap. Scaleswap is an ideal launchpad, initial DEX offering. What does it mean? It means basically that we help the projects, tokenized projects, of course, with tokens, to launch on the market. Basically, IDO process or IDO event is a last event before the project goes public. Before the IDO, the projects normally raise money or sells token into private rounds, seed rounds, and let's say bigger bakers, bigger investors are coming to these rounds. And IDO process is more for retail bakers, retail investors who are just buying tokens, but to better conditions than these tokens will be sold on decentralized exchanges. And why the IDO process is important is not only because of money. Typically, the money raised in the IDO process is not as big. Therefore, the money is not everything. Much more important is the community, the initial community of token holders, of retail token holders and project believers, which project gains through the IDO process. IDO process was very important in 2021 because we had dozens, hundreds, maybe thousands of different startups. It was very, very successful year for blockchain. And all of these projects had to launch somewhere. And therefore, IDO platforms involved. And we had been the 5th IDO launchpad on the market. And the first one was Polka Starter, DAO Maker, TrustPad, Binance, Binance Launcher. And we had been the 5th. We launched at the beginning of 2021, or not we launched, but the project started beginning 2021. And after successful fundraising and focusing on the developing the platform, our first project, Scaleswap itself, the first IDO, was launched in June 2021. So like 1 year ago. And since this 1 year, we launched around 10 projects, not around, but exactly 10 projects. 2 of them are unicorns, and we are pretty proud of it. And I have to say that we had much more applications than 10. We had around 350 applications, and only 10 was launched. This shows that we have established a very good due diligence team, which tried to focus really on substantial projects, and only then show this to the community. Our ecosystem works like a DAO. So every project and every movement of Scaleswap, we are consulting with the community. We do this really like a DAO with token-based voting. So we have a voting platform, and proposals are created on this platform. Proposals for projects, but also for development of the platform. And these proposals can be upvoted or downvoted, and depending on the results, we decide if we go that or this direction. And I hope that in the next months, we will be really officially a DAO by incorporating a Wyoming DAO company. If you maybe heard about this, in US, in America, there is first DAO registration possible, and we are trying to apply now there. So we will be also officially, legally a DAO. So our main advantage is following. Besides the very good due diligence and venture analytics team, what we definitely have, we have also a system called ScaleScore. Oh, sorry. And the system is basically a loyalty score where people can, by holding not only our tokens, but tokens of our launch projects, show their loyalty. And if they do so, they gain some score points. And those who gains more score points, they can join next projects. So basically, this procedure is to grow up the community to be not flippers, not paper hands, like we say in blockchain or crypto, but rather diamond hands and people, or even retail baker who understand that it's very important to give a project bit time to development. So, and we are proud of our community. It's not the biggest community from numbers on the IDO landscape, but it's definitely very loyal and very good community for the projects. And now in 2022, the IDO pros or IDO applications decline, goes down a bit because of the bear market. But we expect that the bear market will be over in several months, and after this time, next very good projects, or a lot of very good projects will come in. So for now, all projects which are in pipeline, you can see here. And as you see, we not only have projects for IDO, but being essentially a kind of Web3 accelerator, we also have projects in our acceleration or advisory programs like HVideo, Capscoin, AVA is as well. And by the way, AVA will be the next project to launch, and they will launch very soon. They're just waiting for better market conditions. And if you look on our competitors, for example, like CoinList, which is #1 among the IDO Launchpad, these competitors are not #1 because of the technology, but because of the projects they could present to the public. And we hope that AVA will be such of one of this project, like Near Protocol, like Solana, is basically a decentralized bridging project, which is very important for the next step of DeFi development, because as you know, bridges are hacked, bridges are not reliable, and bridges have to be decentralized in order to remove a single point of failure in the bridge. So this is about AVA. I will not tell you about all those projects. You can have a look. You can read about the project more by clicking here. There are information about the project, a lot of information. I can showcase you a bit how the application is working. So you have to go to app if you are a retail baker. And here, for example, you see your scale score. And because I also have some our tokens and tokens of our projects, I have also a scale score. And you see the past project we launched. Basically, because there is no project now active, I cannot show you how to participate, but you can easily find this in our community or on our YouTube channel. It's very easy, just connecting with your MetaMask and having right tokens for participation and sending these tokens. This is one of the projects we launched, the health, with different tiers. If you click on one tier, you will see I have to switch to another chain. Yeah, we are, by the way, one of the most multi-chain supported IDO Launchpad. We can launch projects on every EVM blockchain. For now, we have here 1, 2, 3, 4 blockchain integrated, but essentially, depending on the project, we can launch everyone. Yeah, and then people, after they participated in the IDO, they can claim depending on the vesting schedule of the project. So basically, what we are, as a vision, what we are creating is something like for retail bakers, retail investors, but with the same quality like for real VC or funds. We believe that the fundraising, the VC landscape have to be more democratized, more democratic, and we are contributing to this, offering to these people similar condition like to big VCs. And we are going even one step further with our new product, which is called NFT Pass. Basically, NFT Pass allows you to participate in pre-sale and seed rounds of projects. So we are for retail investors, not for VCs, and therefore we promote this product like be like VC, because as you know, retail bakers, they want to be like VC. They want to participate in early stage, but they don't have any possibility for this because they are not part of network. And as you know, or maybe can imagine, these private or seed rounds, they are done within networks, and we are bringing this for retail user. We are trying to find the best projects and to negotiate with them to promote their seed and private rounds for retail users. And AVA is the first one. So basically, there are 3 kind of passes to join the AVA pre-IDO pool. One pass for our Scaleswap holders who has scale score, basically people who are loyal, who has our tokens, but who has also tokens of our launch projects. Another one is community pass for AVA community. And for people who don't have any NFTs, they can buy NFT for our token. And doing so, all token holders of Scaleswap basically gains, because we don't get these funds. These funds are burned, and it's reflected also on the market of the token. Maybe I also showcase you the scale score itself. The system, it's not quite so simple. It has, as you see, 6 dimensions. So here you see some figures, some graph with the 6 dimensions, and one of the dimensions, for example, amount of our token. And for this amount, you get, according to a formula, a certain amount of score. Then there is a holding period, how long you hold the token. The longer you hold, the more score you get. Then if you are a liquidity provider to one of our pools, if you are, then you also get some scale score. And launch token holdings. So how many of tokens you still have of projects we launched. Basically, with this dimension, we encourage our retail community to be real holders. And this is main also selling point for projects, because they understand that our community are holders. They are not flippers. Then max launch token factor. Yeah, this factor is how, which percentage of token you still hold. So if you bought, for example, 1,000 token, but you still have 500 of them, because definitely will sell somewhere, then you lose a bit of scale score. But if you hold more, then you still gain more score. So this is, I understand it's not really easy to check this in one first iteration, but we have enough materials, for example, on our blog, enough materials. Oh, we need to update basically this website, but there are materials how to gain scale score, what is scale score, what do we need to do for this. This will be updated. So after this interview, I will let our team update here to the new article. And the good thing is also you can simulate by shifting different numbers how your scale score would develop if you gain this or that dimension. And then you deterministically know what you have to do in order to become one of the top scale scorer. For example, I am now on position 570. It means that I probably will not enter the private pool because my scale score is too low. And I have to fight to make it bigger. And here I have some graph to see the development of scale score. So this I showed you the product as Scaleswap for retail investors, retail bakers. Definitely, we are interested to find the best projects, and it's very easy for the project. You just need to go to scaleswap.io and to click apply for an IDO. And after you did so, after you read everything and apply it via a form, we will receive your application and we'll review every application and come back to you. So we are looking for you for good projects. And if you believe you miss some skill, for example, you miss business development skill within your team or marketing skill, we are definitely here to help. We are looking on the substance of the project, and we can also decide to take you in acceleration program. As a summary, what is Scaleswap? Scaleswap is a Web3 accelerator with a product, an end product, a launchpad, IDO launchpad. What we offer for projects, we offer IDOs to launch you on the market. We do offer also advisory and acceleration services to close the gaps and to understand what do you need in order to launch on the market. And for retail bakers, we order the most fair IDO participation system. So therefore, it's win-win for everyone. And I'm really happy, guys, if you join our community and our project. You can find us on scaleswap.io, and you see all of our channels. And the most important channel is Telegram, with our big community there. So that's basically it. Max, I thank you very much for having me here. And I was happy to introduce you to Scaleswap. And dear community, thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, just join our community and ask them. We have very responsive team members. Have a great day.
Which is why our team of industry experts in secure multi-party computation and other zero-knowledge computations have fusioned these technologies, resulting in a Web 3.0 infrastructure built for trust, transparency, privacy, speed of light finalization, and interoperability. Using MPC, Partisia blockchain adds a layer of encryption to transactions on the blockchain, allowing users to provide controlled access to data through ZK computations. Our infrastructure can perform these computations on-chain, off-chain, and across blockchains, adding privacy and confidentiality to blockchains in a decentralized fashion with no single point of failure. Applications include decentralized and censorship-resistant social media, user-driven online auctions, consensual data exchange and mining, improved healthcare services and traceability, metrics benchmarking, and much more. The applications of the Partisia blockchain infrastructure are broad and profound.
Yeah, we would like to say thanks to Stanislav for a great performance. And we meet the next speaker from an outstanding project that you all probably heard about, Partisia blockchain. Brian Gallagher will speak on the topic, what is a layer one blockchain of the future? Thank you for agreeing to perform on our summit, Brian.
All right, thank you, Maxime, for the introduction. Hi, everyone in Synopsis. My name is Brian Gallagher. I am one of the co-founders of Partisia Blockchain. So that's what we're going to talk about today is Partisia Blockchain and what our project is all about, what we specialize in, and some of the amazing use cases that we're bringing to the market. So just to start, Partisia Blockchain Foundation is based out of Zug, Switzerland. But the Partisia team itself is actually primarily based out of Denmark, but we have teammates in Dubai, in Switzerland, where the foundation is based, and even in the US. So we're a pretty global organization. There's about 60 people who work full-time on this project now. And what we do is, we bring a new layer one technology to blockchain. So let's sort of dive in. This is just sort of historically, how the world and, governance systems have evolved, and where we're headed, at least in our opinion, is, networks and cryptographic enforcement. So, governance based on code that's open source, transparent. And I think that, Partisia blockchain plays a role in that because we bring sort of privacy technology onto blockchain that enables dozens of new use cases that typically couldn't use a public blockchain, which allows for, better coordination between parties where you can coordinate inside of private environments using public blockchains, public cryptocurrencies. This is just your basic, sort of Web3 explanation. I think for the Synopsis audience, you all have this covered. But just going back to, again, Partisia has been a company that's been around for a long time. Since 2008, we've been developing advanced cryptographic solutions for enterprises such as, multinational corporations like Bosch or SBI Japan. And basically the whole purpose of multi-party computation, which is our flagship technology, is it allows you to compute on multiple parties on their encrypted data. So you can keep the contents of data secure and secret, but you can yield results from secret encrypted data. And that's sort of the big breakthrough and innovation that we bring. In the industry, you hear a lot about zero knowledge proofs. It's a common term that's being more popular by the day. A zero knowledge proof is a two-party computation. So you and your friend can share a secret with each other. So use cases like Monero or Zcash are an example of zero knowledge proof technology where you have a two-party secret computation where if I sent Monero to a friend, only we would know that we sent it to each other. But what we bring, we term zero knowledge computation, and it's multi-party computation. So we can have multiple parties sharing secrets. And, it's not just a true false output. You can get any results from the secret computation. So the team is super credible. If you research Partija and its co-founders, you'll see that we have basically been in the field from a research perspective and then development perspective since the 80s, when Ivan Damgard is one of the co-founders. First started his research into MPC, and had already contributed to the Merkle-Damgard hash function, which is a very popular cryptographic protocol. That's sort of the underpinnings of a lot of cryptographic technology that blockchains are used or based on today. We are at a good place now. We decided to do the public protocol to bring MPC and blockchain together in 2018. And now we've established a Swiss foundation. That took 15 months to get the approval from the regulator. And we've raised $53.5 million from some top tier crypto investor firms. And we actually just deployed our mainnet. And then in this month of June 2022, you're going to see some private smart contract capabilities, the zero knowledge nodes coming to the network. So if you buy and stake MPC tokens, you can run 3 different types of nodes. So we'll get to that. But the zero knowledge nodes, which allow for multi-party computation, those are coming live this month. This is just a bit more of the history of the project. I kind of just talked about it, but here it is visualized. But there's 3 core areas of our layer 1 that are innovative and make our technology superior to the competition. We've talked about privacy and zero knowledge nodes, multi-party computation. No other layer 1 chain has data privacy built into the protocol itself, as well as the smart contract layer. So it's a big innovation we bring to market that allows for some incredible use cases like supply chain coordination, private stable coins that are still auditable. So you can audit, it's auditable privacy, so that you can run private environments and keep transactions secure and private, but you can still have full audit capabilities for regulation. So the interoperability that we bring with our bridges, this is based on MPC and secret key sharing schemes, which is much more secure. You can kind of think of it as the open source decentralized fireblocks. So when assets or data move across chains using our bridge, these assets are managed in a more secure way, using MPC technology. Then there's scalability. We address scalability by building sharding into the protocol. So you have sharded transactions on Partija blockchain. So what that means is, if you were to stuff 10,000 transactions at once onto the Ethereum network, I'm sure a lot of you have experienced the gas wars, where if you pay more, you can skip the line and get to the front. But you're basically still pushing all those transactions through one single door. With sharding, it's essentially you're able to open multiple doors and spread the transactions out across shards. So we've developed that, and it's live on mainnet already. So we're proud to say that we're one of the first public protocols to successfully implement sharding beyond just a conceptual standpoint, which a lot of the industry has conceptualized using sharding. We actually have it in production. This is a bit outdated now. We've raised a bit more money than you see on this slide, but these are all the features that we bring. I just kind of went through them. So how does the token economy work? It is unique. And what I mean by that is our node operators are not rewarded in our native currency. So we don't inflate our supply to pay node operators, and we don't have a fee model that deducts MPC tokens from transactions and pays the node operators. You actually buy our tokens and you stake them to run the nodes, and we're a multi-chain network. So you're bringing currencies onto the chain. We call it bring your own coin, BYOC. So you bring other currencies like Ethereum or USDC or USDT or Bitcoin, and you actually pay for network transactions using other liquid currencies. So our node operators are essentially running like a decentralized MasterCard or Visa network, where different transactions are happening in different currencies and they're netting the fees in said currency. This is a really unique model. It doesn't put sell pressure on our token from the node operators who need to liquidate. and it kind of keeps our token locked as collateral in the staking environment. So node operators, running BYOC nodes, which is the most sensitive node operation because you're doing cross-chain asset transfer, which is where a lot of the hacks and problems we see in this industry occur, is on that cross-chain level. So that's what our token is used for. We call ourselves a layer 1+2 because we offer layer 2 privacy for other networks. So what we knew coming into this project is that we can't go out and just tell everyone, hey, we're a new layer 1. You've been building on another layer 1 for the last 4 years. Completely switch over to us. It's just not realistic to expect everyone to want to make that migration right away. So what we do is we offer privacy across chain. So you can deploy a private smart contract by staking MPC tokens and putting it on the Partija blockchain. And then you can link it up to your existing dApp on another network, like our recent partnership with Polygon. So Polygon devs have access to our zero knowledge smart contracts. And we also partner with Emergo, one of the co-founding developer groups at Cardano. So that's how we built a network effect into our architecture. That's what you see here in this image as well. These are the 3 types of nodes I mentioned. You have your basic Baker nodes facilitating your regular transactions. You have your zero knowledge nodes. This is where you do the MPC and multi-party computation. You can coordinate on private data in a private environment. Then your Oracle nodes is where you can run cross-chain transactions and to make the most money from your node. These are just more advanced graphical charts about what the job of a Baker node does and how it works. You do the same here with this chart for zero knowledge nodes. So maybe you can play this back and study the chart if you're interested in the technical architecture and diagramming side of the project. So these slides are useful. And here's your BYOC Oracle node. And it shows how you can bridge assets from Ethereum to Partija blockchain and then back to Ethereum. And actually, if you look at this chart, you'll notice at the bottom, epoch 1 through 6. Something else unique we do is when you move assets and data across chains using Partija blockchain's bridging technology, we actually segregate assets into epochs. So we don't allow the accumulation of risk into one giant pool, but rather we segment it into epochs. So let's just give an easy to understand example. Every 100 ETH that comes across the chain onto Partija blockchain across the bridge, it would fill into epoch 1 and then we open epoch 2. So it would actually make a hack on this network much more difficult because the hacker would have to hack into each epoch separately to drain assets rather than just hacking the bridge once and taking everything that's inside. And so we've architected and developed with security as a first priority. Here's just some initial benchmarking against some of the other layer 1s. As you can see, we do about 1 cent a transaction. People say, well, Solana's, 0.00001 cents. Well, that's why they get DDoSed all the time, because it doesn't cost anything to spam that network. We've seen that be a pitfall of EOS, and now we're seeing that be a pitfall of Solana, where it's been going offline pretty regularly due to the spamming of the network. Our TPS is also based on how many shards we're running. So right now we're running 3 shards. Every shard we add can reliably add about 1,000 transactions per second. So, very valuable to have dynamic sharding and be able to scale up your network. And then if you just kind of look down the list, you'll see there's some things we do that other people don't, which is MPC as a service, private smart contracts, bring your own coin, being a multi-currency network. So we're really excited about all these innovations that we bring and how the developers can adopt it. The go-to-market is a 3-tiered approach. So the connecting existing networks is our most valuable go-to-market because we're bridging privacy to Polygon, Cardano, and we have several of the other top networks coming next. So there's a nice network effect built in there where the devs can leverage our technology without any switching costs. So that's one go-to-market. We also are on Launchpad and we sort of contribute to some of those projects. But then we also have a focus on SDG flagships. So we have a counterfeit medicine detection application. We have a trade finance application. We have, private stable coins that are being used by NGOs to deliver aid to crisis zones. So where our branding is kind of headed is that our technology solves major economic and social problems. Counterfeit medicine is a multi-$100 billion a year industry, and it kills millions of people every year. Trade finance gap is $2 trillion a year of money that gets left on the table between people not getting paid on supply chain coordination. So by putting that on chain and making a letter of credit function like in a smart contract instead of the centralized banking system, then allowing the DeFi economy to LP into these different deals, that's an entirely gigantic market that hasn't hit blockchain yet that can address a $2 trillion a year problem. So we're going after some of the biggest economic problems and trying to solve them with our infrastructure. These are the initial partnerships with Emergo and Polygon that I mentioned, where we're doing the cross-chain private coordination. And here's just some of the other, you can think of confidential whistleblower use cases, reusable credentials and KYC. Better internet search is the name of a DApp that's coming, where you can get paid for your internet searches. All your browser history can stay local, not on a central server like Google or Facebook. This is our flagship use cases we're going after. We already did NFT fundraising with Red and the Global Fund. We raised almost $500,000 for charity. That was a big success. And so here's our roadmap. As I mentioned, version 3.0 is coming out this month of our mainnet, and that's going to be mostly focused on the Polygon integration as well as the zero knowledge nodes launch. Let's take a look at the graphic. Bit of small text, you got to look closely. But you can kind of see all the different features we have planned all the way until 2025. So this is a long-term project. All of our people who bought in are on 4-year quarterly unlock from the private sale. So everyone's in it together for the long haul. These just have more to do with our different types of applications we built. So, we kind of focused on the internet search engine I mentioned with a DApp called Better Internet Search. It's a really cool use case. Instars.com is social networking on chain, where you can claim your identity or your Twitter account and pair it to your public key. Then you can tweet essentially, but you can tip coins or earn coins for participating. Off-exchange matching, so like kind of dark pool technology, matching, bids and asks across different platforms without having to show them. So you eliminate wash trading and spoofing from markets. Huge use case. And then, you can really do much better financial fraud detection. So we're working on a big use case in this category, as well as cybersecurity with the Cyber Peace Institute to sort of alert when hackers are coming and do a better sharing of private data across different platforms. This is the use case I mentioned where you can have auditable private eCash. So we're working on some pilots with some big NGOs and central banks to get a private stablecoin network running so that, you think of the banking system. When I send a bank wire, you send someone else a bank wire. Those aren't on a public blockchain. They don't need to be, they shouldn't be. You need to have some level of privacy. But, using blockchain would be more efficient to move assets across borders and different places, but you do need it inside of a private environment. It can't be as private as Monero or Zcash because there's no auditability. So then crime falls into play. But if you have an auditable system, then you can have that level of privacy and run a banking system on a blockchain like Partisia. And then just to finish here, our tokenomics. We sold about 35% in the pre-sale. We've sold 5% of what will be sold to the public over the next few years. So about, at the end of the first, I believe, 4 years, half the supply will be vested. These are some of our biggest partners. So red.org is a very famous charity co-founded by Bono and Bobby Schreiber. We just did the NFT auction with them, did a great job raising money for charity. KuCoin Labs participated in our early contribution round, as well as Emergo from Cardano. But if you look at this list, you'll also see some other huge names. P2P Validator is one of the biggest delegated staking validators in the entire crypto economy. They have a few $1 billion in staked assets. And that's it. So just go to Partisia Blockchain to learn more. I want to give a special thanks to the Synopsis audience for tuning in. And thank you for taking the time to hear about Partisia Blockchain. And please feel free to reach out on our Telegram or Twitter. @Partisia MPC is our Twitter. Partisia Chat is the community chat on Telegram. But you can get all our links from our website as well, partisiablockchain.com. Thanks, everyone.
Which is why our team of industry experts in secure multi-party computation and other zero-knowledge computations have fusioned these technologies, resulting in a Web 3.0 infrastructure built for trust, transparency, privacy, speed of light finalization, and interoperability. Using MPC, Partisia blockchain adds a layer of encryption to transactions on the blockchain, allowing users to provide controlled access to data through ZK computations. Our infrastructure can perform these computations on-chain, off-chain, and across blockchains, adding privacy and confidentiality to blockchains in a decentralized fashion with no single point of failure. Applications include decentralized and censorship-resistant social media, user-driven online auctions, consensual data exchange and mining, improved healthcare services and traceability, metrics benchmarking, and much more. The applications of the Partisia blockchain infrastructure are broad and profound.
And I represent the Envelope project. Many things have already been invented in the blockchain today. Tokens, smart contracts, platforms for creating your own coins, NFTs, exchanges for buying, selling, and exchanging all these blockchain resources. Envelope is another step in the development of crypto technologies. The protocol that works with NFT and cryptocurrencies. The idea is simple but disruptive. Let's assume you have an NFT, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Using the Envelope protocol, you can wrap the original NFT accompanied with several tokens. Technically, you get a similar NFT, but what is the breakthrough here? Once wrapped, the token has a number of additional features that were not available before. The minimal cost appears. It is provided with coins wrapped together with NFT. An asset wrapped with Envelope has a number of properties that allow the original author to receive royalties from the resale of that asset. Various rules can be applied to the wrapped token. For example, a lock period for unwrapping. It secures the asset till the determined moment or safeguards it from speculation during the hype period. At the same time, wrapped tokens can be transferred and traded. These are just some of the scenarios for using Envelope. NFTs become more popular, and the tools provided by Envelope expand the opportunities of NFTs utilization. Envelope. Make your NFT valuable. Just practical, no hype.
To mark the 3rd anniversary of Ontology's mainnet launch, big changes are coming to the Ontology ecosystem, starting with the integration of an Ethereum virtual machine, connecting our decentralized identity framework to millions of developers and users in the EVM-based ecosystem. As Web 3.0 grows and matures, Ontology is poised to further integrate with popular blockchains, bringing its DID SDKs and APIs to EVM-based blockchains. With the integration of our EVM, developers can quickly and securely access Ontology's DID protocol, including OntID, a truly decentralized on-chain identity framework, as well as OScore, the first ever decentralized reputation system. While DeFi and most decentralized applications do not currently require KYC or identity verification, this is expected to change as stricter regulations are applied to the blockchain industry. With the integration of EVM, developers need not to worry about finding compatible DID protocols, as they can simply connect to Ontology's APIs and continue developing on their EVM-based dApps. Not only is this the future of Web 3.0 and DeFi, but we believe this is also the future of identity management. Protecting your private data just got simpler with Ontology.
Oh, Brian, yeah, you have made me interesting actually, and I'm sure that all of yours as well. So be sure to join us at our next summit. We'll be happy to follow your work. Partisia blockchain is really powerful and dynamic project with an extremely competent team. So meanwhile, another speaker from the legendary project is ready to connect. We meet our diamond partner, the representative of Ontology, Humpty Calderon, with a topic, bringing trust, privacy, and security to Web3 through decentralized identity and data solutions. Humpty, you have the floor.
Hey, Max. I would like to start by thanking you and Synopsis for inviting me to participate in today's event and share a little bit about Ontology. So I'm Humpty Calderon. I'm head of community at Ontology. I help to bridge communities of enthusiasts, ambassadors, and developers. So a little bit about Ontology. Ontology is a project that is bringing trust, privacy, and security to Web3 through decentralized identity and data solutions. Ontology is probably better known for their layer 1 blockchain, which has been live for about 4 years. In fact, their anniversary is coming up and is being celebrated on June 30th. Probably less known, actually, is that Ontology has been building in the space of decentralized identity and data. What does that mean? Ontology actually joined the Decentralized Identity Foundation back in 2017 and has been building a comprehensive identity and data suite since then. A few of these products, which I'll go through, and the slides will support that, is OntID, which is based on the W3C recommendations for decentralized identifiers and verifiable credentials. So you may have heard some of these terms being discussed recently because identity seems to be this like really emergent property of Web3, and it's becoming a more popular topic of discussion. OntID actually is comprised of quite a few different products itself. So like I said, OntID being the decentralized identifier that Ontology has developed, along with OScore, which is a protocol that enables you to unlock your reputation to be able to open up under collateralized markets in DeFi. OntLogin, which allows you to sign into websites and applications in a way that you remain in control of your identity and data. So you can think of this as like signing in with like your Facebook or with Google, with the exception that, you control that data and you control your identity. And the last one is OntTag, which helps the applications to be able to access user verifiable credentials, in a way that's private and secure. So another product that Ontology has built is called Onto Wallet. And Onto works like most wallets that you may already be familiar with, where you can hold and manage digital assets, interact with dApps. And the key difference is actually that it enables you to own your identity right off the bat. So as soon as you create a wallet, you actually create a decentralized identity as well. So what this allows you to do is actually start building with your with OScore or your reputation on that wallet, right? Wing Finance is another application that Ontology has developed, and Wing Finance is a credit-based lending platform. So Wing Finance builds on that OntID and OScore, which I mentioned earlier, which then allows you to open up these under collateralized markets within it. It has been deployed on Ontology, of course, Ethereum, BNB chain, and OKX chain. So it's a cross-chain lending platform as well. And lastly, Ontology built Saga, which is a decentralized data protocol that seeks to help users, purchase and monetize data in a fair, secure, and compliant way. Our team is a global team, as is Web3, and we're all working towards the mission of Ontology, which is to build decentralized identity and data solutions. So in terms of like what Ontology is building, there's quite a few use cases, recent examples as well that I'd like to kind of highlight here. And one of those is Rocky, which is a music NFT platform that's built on the BNB chain. And they partnered with Ontology to provide decentralized identity and KYC solutions for their curators, their creators, and for their collectors. So as NFTs become a much more popular way of interacting with Web3, there's a continued need to ensure that creators are verified, right? To protect both the creators and collectors. And that's what Ontology is helping to do with Rocky. Another example is Daimler Mobility. So you may be more familiar with that name from like their vehicles, Mercedes-Benz. They work with Ontology to build the Welcome Home app, which uses OntID that allows for drivers to curate their in-car experiences in a way that safeguards their identity. So you can think of this as ways for when you get into a car, it's a personalized experience, everything from when you start your car, it signs you into your OntID, then it customizes seat position, radio stations, potentially even integrating with shopping too. So by integrating with OntID and the Ontology blockchain for mobility, Daimler is actually enhancing that trust between their brands, service providers, and customers. So the last thing I want to talk about is Ontology's EVM, which actually they recently launched. And this monumental effort has actually facilitated a much closer alignment to the Ethereum community and its developers as well. There's a 10 million development fund that's open where Ontology invites builders to come and build an Ontology, build with this identity stack. And in addition, recently hosting a hackathon with DoraHacks, where we are engaging with developers directly to build, again, with these decentralized identity and data. One more thing in terms of what Ontology is doing, they're also incubating projects like Orange Protocol, which is building out the reputation layer of Web3 on top of that identity stack that Ontology has built. So Ontology keeps building towards the future of Web3. We have pretty large community consisting of ambassadors from across the world with over 30 languages supported, 200 plus partners, 1.6 million OntIDs created, which actually is a very meaningful metric, meaning that we are able to generate all of these identities across multiple blockchains, and a blockchain that's supported by nodes also that protect the security of the network. So if anybody's interested in learning more about Ontology, I invite you to please visit us on our website, ont.io, or join our community channels. All those links are on our website, so you can scan that QR code that's up there. Again, I want to thank you, Max, for allowing me to come up here and talk about Ontology a little bit, and Synopsis for also allowing me the space to be able to communicate and share a little bit more about what we're doing here in terms of how we're building the future of Web3.
Unfortunately, friends, the first day of the summit has come to the end, and the 4 more amazing days, exciting and interesting days await you. So providing a complete immersion in a digital economy and decentralized finance. Once again, I want to thank you all viewers and our amazing speakers for participating. We have all done a great job for this summit to take place. The summit is hosted by the international blockchain consulting company Colibri Group and the leading cryptocurrency calendar and market research service Coindar.org. I would like to take this opportunity and that now you can follow the events on the crypto industry with Coindar.org on the new Opera crypto browser. So download, use, and enjoy the extremely convenient features implemented in the Opera crypto browser. Co-organizers of Synopsis 5 are Being Crypto and Hello. Being Crypto is an unbiased blockchain media that follows the principles of the Trust Project and non-profit consortium of media organizations building the standards of transparency, accuracy, inclusion, and fairness. Hala is a sustainable and regulatory-friendly decentralized platform that solves the key issues of blockchain technology through the maximized speed, security, environmental friendliness, and scalability of the proof of ethic consensus. I want to thank our general sponsor, Hala, as well as diamond sponsors who made a significant contribution to the organization of the event. These are the largest companies in the crypto industry: Algorand, ARPA-Chain, Veracity, and Prism NFT. Gold sponsors such as Envelope, Solve Protocol, Gather Network, Bella Protocol, NewPay Technologies, Fairdesk, and Vera Esports also made a no less contribution to us. We express special gratitude to our dear friends and partners who also made a huge contribution to the implementation of this event. The companies are Tata Network, Tata Drop, Tata TV, Blockchain, Binks, Sugarverse, Exmo, Exip, Musai, Holidays, and Mui. The official partner of the broadcasting is Tata TV, and on the Tata Drop platform, you can get the several collections of exclusive NFTs dedicated to the summit and become their owners. It's easy, yeah. The NFT data was developed by the joint effort of the Colibri Group, Tata Labs, Coindar team as well. We continue to use and develop one of the first Tata Pass implementation to access premium content to conference attendees via NFT. What does it mean, you ask? It means that every owner of NFT Synopsis can get a ticket of a special category called Tata Pass to unlock the premium features of the ticket, as well as access to premium content and other options in the future. To do this, you need to have any of Synopsis NFTs on Tata Drop released by us, yeah, and log into the Synopsis website at the appropriate section called Tickets Tata Pass. As a part of the Synopsis events, an interactive zone has been opened. Cryptocurrency projects hold contents and quizzes, EMA, and much more events on the Coindar.org website, on the Synergy section, and on the Synopsis events website by itself. Be sure to come and participate. Thank you all for your attention today. See you tomorrow at the same time. It was Maxim Sukhanasik. Goodbye.